Hi, Tom Fazzard. You know, in public speaking, one of the more critical components, right up there with your content, is the timing of your presentation. The fact that you stay within that allotted time. You may wonder, well, how do I do that? Because I usually have trouble. There are a couple of steps here, possibilities, which I'll share with you today that I found very valuable. Perhaps you will as well. In a nutshell, you use timing cues and a timepiece. Let's look at your script. As you're rehearsing, you're going through your material, you may place various time cues throughout. Let's say at a certain point you're 15 minutes in, another point you're 20 minutes in. Your notes, one page may look something like this. And afterward you realize those were good intervals, a good pace, so I'll stick with those. If not, you just adjust accordingly. The key though is as you get to your presentation, you adjust and rewrite these based upon actual time, meaning the live time of your presentation. For example, let's say that my presentation is to begin at 1:35. I'll go through here and adjust these. This first one becomes, of course, 1:50. 1:55, and so forth. Why do you do that? Well, in a nutshell, it puts less stress and burden on you. So that during your presentation, you just glance down at your notes. You can very casually look at the time cue you gave yourself and your timepiece, which we'll get to in a minute, and you can tell whether you're on time. If you didn't do that, when you got to each of these cues, you'd have to do the calculating in your head. And that could throw you off, especially if you're real nervous or things aren't going well. So don't put that extra burden on you if you don't need to. The second component is your timepiece. You like to have something near your notes that you can refer to throughout your presentation. I like to use a watch and often bring an extra one along. I'll set it down there next to my script, either on the table or the lectern. And that way, as I glance down at my notes for my material, I can very casually check my time and time cue. If you forget to bring a watch, just take the one off your wrist and very casually set it against your notes before you begin. Don't assume that the room you're presenting in has a clock in a real convenient location, such as that far wall. They rarely do. So again, use time cues adjusted for the actual time of your presentation and a timepiece set next to your notes. If you'd like some more information on tips on public speaking and other topics, feel free to go to my blog, tomfazzard.com. I cover a variety of topics of value to business people just like you. This is Tom Fazzard saying good luck on your next presentation.